What is up, people? I am TorridReacts, your online hotspot where you find out what's hot and what's not. Okay, so while I was making my last video, they released 2 more promo clips. In other words, 2 more scenes, one after the other from the movie. And so naturally, it is up to me to react to them. And I'm going to be continuing in the format that I did in the last video because I frankly really liked it. It's not the best, I still need practice. But I think it worked out pretty well, for the most part. Okay then. No more waiting around, no bother, no reason to give off the names. Okay, let's begin.
I'll be taking requests the rest of the time you're here, so if there's anything you'd like to
Great. Now we have 2 Disney boys pining after Doormat Sparkle.
do, anything you need, just ask.
Wait a minute. If he's supposed to be older than the campers, like early 20s, and he's trying to hit it off with Sci-Twi, who was a teenager. Pedophile alert! Pedophile alert!
What about the camp gift? That was my favorite Camp Everfree tradition.
Until you 2 can run a school properly, you're not allowed to talk.
The camp gift, of course!
Really?
Yes, really?
Well, I just thought...
Then you thought wrong.
This Timber Spruce character has me confused. On the one end, he's a Flash Sentry clone, but on the other, he actually has one foot in reality. Am I supposed to hate him for his blandness, or find his realism refreshing?
Anyone else picking up on a little tension between Gloriosa and her brother?
Little.
Nah.
Every year, campers work together to create something useful.
Like an escape tunnel from this hellhole.
A gift for future campers.
Exactly. An escape tunnel from this hellhole.
Working toward this common goal is key to forming the strong bonds that will last well beyond your time here at camp.
And one day we'll be made into a movie titled The Great Escape.
Which is why it's so important. This gazebo was a gift from last year's group.
Last year's group must have really hated you too.
Oh, and the totem pole and the sundial were also made by campers.
You sure? They look donated by a garden shop. Methinks they're using false advertising to promote excitement amongst the masses.
The sundial was our year's gift.
Okay, I get it. Celestia. Whole sun thing with the sundial. That's actually kind of clever.
Even though some people thought it was a little impractical since a sundial can't be used at night.
And impression is ruined. Luna, you had 3 movies prior to allude to the whole night thing. You don't get to whine about the night.
Oh, you all seem like a really amazing group.
Amazing is not the word I would use.
So I'm certain you'll come up with something inspiring to leave behind.
Oh, you want to see something inspiring? Wait a minute. So, Celestia and Luna were the ones who made the sundial. But that was back when they were campers. Are there other camper gifts than the 3? Because the askew timeline of this universe says it is already is giving me a brain hemorrhage.
It just raises too many questions.
Speaking of leaving things behind,
Quickly, everyone! The exit is that way! Hurry while there's still time!
now's the time when we give out tent assignments, so you can leave your heavy bags behind.
There's a bow chicka bow wow somewhere in there. I just can't place it. Oh, that is funny. She thinks her brother was ridiculous for winking seductively at the underage girl. Ha ha ha! He is so totally the villain.
Girls will be getting their assignments from Timber.
That just sounds so incredibly wrong and backwards I want to hurl.
Guys, you're with me.
She's a guy hater, I can tell.
Yay! I'm in the emerald tent!
I suppose there are worse things you could pull out of his sack.
Bow chicka bow wow!
Oh, me too!
Aquamarine.
Me too! Yay!
Stop shipping them together! They are not good shipping material!
I got amethyst.
Final Scratch has chosen the wise route of not saying any stupid lines. Good choice.
Sapphire.
Me too! I mean, I'm assuming I am.
10-Bit says she traded with someone else.
Technically, sapphires aren't just blue.
Stop giggling awkwardly with every word you say. It's not amusing in the slightest.
They can be pink, purple, yellow.
Yeah, but they're mostly blue.
Now this guy is actually starting to make me feel sorry for Flash Sentry. I cannot begin to describe to you just how wrong that is.
That's why they're named after the Latin word spherus.
So they have Latin in this universe. Huh. What else they got?
That means blue.
This guy's making me sick. Someone please get rid of him!
I know. But did you know that sapphires are just rubies without chromium?
No.
This guy is a disgusting pervert. I am not a feminist, and even I think this guy is a slimy pervert. Good job, Hasbro!
But did you know that sapphire tent is the best one?
No. Why's that?
Because you're in it.
He's definitely the villain.
Oh, I bet you say that to all the campers.
Not true. You're in the ruby tent? Ha! That's the worst one.
And he's also an ass. I hate this dweeb.
Oh, man! I'm just joking, buddy. Ruby tent is great. It's like a sapphire, but with chromium.
Snap his neck, snap his neck, snap his neck!
But the ruby and coral tents do look an awful lot alike to the undiscerning eye. I better show you where it is.
Ah, he's finally gone.
See you around.
Arrgh!
What?
Nothing.
We just think it's funny that a pervert is trying to get into your pants.
Ooh, that was adorable.
Yes, because overage slime balls are always adorable.
Everybody listen. Here we go now. Just how great it is to be here.
Okay, everyone, go get settled in.
You're gonna be here for a very long time.
We'll be meeting at the docks in 15 minutes to go over some camp safety rules.
Don't believe the lies. The safety rules are only in place to keep them from ever leaving.
Let me know if you need anything.
I need cyanide pills!
I need something.
They're playing him up as the villain, aren't they?
Filthy Rich, so nice to see you.
You know, he's not a bad guy in the show. Why are they playing him up as the villain here?
What are you doing here? Camp is just getting started.
Just taking in the scenery, Gloriosa Daisy.
Nope. Still hate her brother more than this guy. Filthy Rich is just a victim of bad writing, and it's at its lowest.
It's so relaxing.
Oh, for the love of Primus! He's the greedy land developer trying to buy the land, isn't he? That plotline has been done to death so many times the Grim Reaper refuses to go anywhere near it.
Well, you can look around when camp is over. Now, if you don't mind.
Fine.
Filthy Rich is an alumni of the camp. He likes to check on his old stomping grounds every now and again.
And by stomping grounds, I'm sure you mean you think he wants to stomp all over you and laugh atop his piles of moolah. Screw you, Daisy Head Gloriosa.
But enough about him. Find your tents and put away your things. We've got the best week of camp ever to begin.
Enjoy the best week of camp ever, because once the week is over, the rest of your time at camp will be a living hell.
I'm all for learning safety rules, but I do hope I can get started on my designs for the camp fashion show sooner rather than later.
Once again, Rarity has been relegated to an irrelevant one-note character. You remember when Rarity was a stereotype breaker? How she wasn't just solely obsessed with fashion like most other characters of her archetype? Yeah, screw that.
I still can't believe you talked Gloriosa into having a fashion show.
She didn't. Gloriosa was high when she agreed to it, and is currently still too high to take it back.
We're in the middle of the woods, for crying out loud. We're supposed to be roughing it.
Oh, give it up with the whole roughing it deal. We all know you're about as rough as a beach ball.
It's clear from Gloriosa's own wardrobe that she appreciates a well-put-together look.
Wow. Okay, so not only has Rarity been relegated to a pointless one-note character, but she can't even do that right.
Even if we are in the middle of the woods.
Fair enough. Just as long as you don't put me in one of your fancy pants outfits.
She's gonna put her in one of those fancy pants outfits.
You're gonna, aren't you?
Too late, I called it first.
No. Yes! Don't worry, darling. It will absolutely speak to your personal sense.
Ooh.
What?
That was
was weird back there, right?
Yeah, that was weird. Why did we need to see that?
With that guy, Filthy Rich?
Huh? Oh, I guess so.
I just have this feeling that Gloriosa's hiding something.
Did you drop your bag in a river or something? Why are you hanging your clothes on a clothesline as you get them out of your bag?
Her brother is pretty cute though, huh?
If by cute you mean a slimy pervert, then sure.
He's okay.
Ooh, now look who's trying to hide something.
No, I'm not.
Hey, it's not so bad to be embarrassed about giving into the whims of a creeper.
Hey, you okay? You seemed a little freaked out on the bus earlier.
Probably had another one of her nightmares.
I'm fine. I mean, what do I have to complain about?
Oh, I don't know. You exist solely to pander to the audience. The school you attend is a wuss farm. You're stuck in a cultist summer camp forever and for all eternity with a slimy, perverted, last century wannabe who wants to get in your pants. Take your pick.
Ever since I transferred here, everyone from CHS has been really nice and accepting.
They're just worried you'll go all evil magic weirdo again. It's called appeasing the demon.
Especially considering what happened at the friendship games.
I can guarantee this is a subplot that will have even less relevance than Sci-Twi's Google Eyes at Timber Spruce.
That wasn't your fault. Principal Cinch is the one who encouraged you to try and use all that magic to win the games for Crystal Prep.
And she got away with it completely. Another reason to be upset.
You weren't ready to have that kind of power. But it's over now.
Over now. Yeah, right. You wish.
And if there's any group that's gonna forgive you for something that happened in the past, trust me, it's this one.
You guys coming or what?
Be right there. I just want to put on some sunscreen.
Sunscreen. For sunset shimmer. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Huh, I could have sworn I packed it.
Found it!
This is probably the last clip they're gonna release, isn't it? This crush will only end in tears. Alright, so what did I think beyond all my snark? Well, one thing that's become painfully undeniable is that Timber Spruce has a 90% chance of being the main villain. How will he do the whole Gaia Everfree magical forest imp thing? I don't know, but I can tell you that this setup mirrors a subplot of Scooby Doo Camp Scare perfectly. Just watch.
You hit the nail on the head, beautiful.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Well, I wasn't talking to you.
Me?
Do anything you need, just ask.
It's best that you folks just head on home. Let the professionals handle this.
See you around.
Somebody likes you. Shut up.
Ooh, that was adorable.
You see? Practically beat for beat. Heck, I can even tell you how the movie is going to end. No, better. I'll show you how this movie is going to go down.
It's time to find out who this fish man really is.
Ranger Knudsen? He was the woodsman and the fishman?
Yep, and I've got a feeling if we searched his ranger station, we'd find a Spectre costume, too.
You think you got me all figured out, don't you, beautiful?
Oh, I didn't say anything. I think he was talking to me. Oh, right.
Wait for me.
In your dreams, Knudsen.
Personally, I think it's really sad that the new writers for this movie have relegated themselves to ripping off a DTD Scooby Doo movie of all things, and not a very good one at that. I mean, at least Friendship Games was its own kind of bad and repetitive, but this movie is looking to be even worse in those regards. It's one thing to rip off plot points from previous movies, but ripping off something for a franchise which many people agree is now creatively bankrupt? That's a new kind of creative low. As for Filthy Rich, he'll likely be a red herring antagonist who turns up at the revelation of some friendship hootenanny moral after Timber Spruce has been dealt with, and spare the camp from a stereotypical greedy land developer subplot. There. That's 2 ending points of the film practically given away for us in a box tied with a little bow. Sad, really. I suppose this could be one of those so cringy it's amazing movies, but I don't think I'm up for that. I'll keep reacting to whatever new material arises, but I doubt my opinion overall will change. Just a heads up. Not that any of you by this point find that surprising. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully my methodology, my video making method, whatever I screwed up, is getting better. Until then, this is TorridReacts signing out and reminding you to please brownie responsibly.
Muffin!